I couldn't take it anymore. I dropped a video into the entire company's Slack channel. In it, my husband, tech CEO Reese Callahan, was sharing an intimate toast with his assistant Brooke Wyatt at a company retreat in the Hamptons. After a long, tense pause, Reese finally replied in the channel, "This is just standard encouragement for an exceptional employee." He then DM'd me, his words dripping with condescension as he accused me of overreacting. His colleagues immediately flooded the channel with memes and jokes, all painting me as the overly sensitive wife. Just like that, public opinion was on his side. Only I knew what a master of gaslighting he was, how effortlessly he could twist any situation to high disadvantage. I shut down my computer and gazed around our luxurious apartment overlooking Central Park. It had never felt like a home. It was a gilded cage, cold and empty. I glanced at the Cartier ring he'd slid onto my finger during his proposal, a single helpless quest. Ion echoing in my heart, when will I ever escape this prison? Jungwon. Chapter 1. I couldn't take it anymore. I dropped a video into the entire company's Slack channel. In it, my husband, tech CEO Reese Callahan, was sharing an intimate toast with his assistant Brooke Wyatt at a company retreat in the Hamptons. After a long, tense pause, Reese finally replied in the channel, "This is just standard encouragement for an exceptional employee." He then DM'd me, his words dripping with condescension as he accused me of overreacting. His colleagues immediately flooded the channel with memes and jokes, all painting me as the overly sensitive wife. Just like that, public opinion was on his side. Only I knew what a master of gaslighting he was, how effortlessly he could twist any situation to high disadvantage. I shut down my computer and gazed around our luxurious apartment overlooking Central Park. It had never felt like a home. It was a gilded cage, cold and empty. I glanced at the Cartier ring he'd slid onto my finger during his proposal, a single helpless quest. Ion echoing in my heart, when will I ever escape this prison? 1. It wasn't just strangers and colleagues, even my best friend Haley Nash tore into me over FaceTime. Chloe Sinclair, you hit the jackpot marrying Reese. How could you do this to him? How could you be so ungrateful? If I were you, I'd be on my knees begging for his forgiveness. You'll regret this. My husband, Reese Callahan, sat beside me, savoring the sight of everyone turning on me. A faint, knowing smirk played on his lips. He loved the feeling of having everything under his contract. Oh well. In everyone else's eyes, he was the charming, doting tech elite, the ideal husband. But it was only after I married him that I realized what a master of emotional manipulation he truly was. In public, he was the consummate gentleman, winning everyone's praise. But behind closed doors, he put me through relentless psychological torment. He loved pushing me to the brink of a breakdown, only to then complain to everyone about how emotional I was, turning them all against me. Every time I would fall into his trap and end up apologizing. Then, he would play the part of the magnanimous husband. See? Only I can tolerate you. That's because I love you. And just like that, in the eyes of the world, I became the ungrateful, unstable monster of our age. Even this time, with clear video evidence, he still managed to make it all my fault. I scrolled through the insults and smears flooding the Slack channel, my hands trembling so badly and I finally slammed my laptop shut in despair. My head throbbed, my thoughts a tangled mess. Late that night, the apartment door was thrown open. Reese strode in, reeking of Le Labo Santal 33. He sat on the sofa, crossed his legs, and glared at me with pure contempt. Getting bold now, are we? Daring to ignore every single one of my calls? He poured himself a whiskey, sizing me up as if I were a misbehaving pet. You sent the video. Don't you think it's time to let this go? A smart girl knows when to quit. His lazy tone and goading gaze made me feel like an unruly pet being put in its place. In the past, I would have humbled myself, begging for his forgiveness. But this time, a sense of finality washed over me. I wanted to see what would happen if I finally pushed back. I let out a sharp, cold laugh. And what if I don't? What are you going to do? Reese erupted. He grabbed me and slammed me against the cold floor-to-ceiling window, his weight pinning me there. Helpless. You want to negotiate with me? Why don't you take a good look in the mirror and ask yourself if you're in any position to make Dima? And yes. I opened my social media and immediately saw Brooke's latest Instagram story. In the photo, she and Reese were at a high-end bar in Soho, a table laden with exquisite cocktails and appetizers. So that was why he was home so late. He was on a date with his mistress. And after their romantic night, he came home to humiliate me. Was I just the sideshow to cap off their date? Furious, I threw my phone onto the sofa and for the first time truly screamed at him. "You're disgusting," I shrieked, recoiling from his touch. "You've been with her. Don't you dare touch me." Reese's face darkened instantly, fury blazing in his eyes. He seized my chin and slapped me hard across the face. The force of the blow sent my vision swimming with black spots. "Chloe Sinclair, you live off my money and you dare to scream at me. Who the fuck do you think you are?" I struggled in terror, but he immediately switched to his typical hot and cold tactic. He gently caressed my swollen, red cheek with the back of his hand, his voice a syrupy whisper of F.A. Good tenderness. "You were the one who misbehaved, so I had to do this. Do you understand now? You have to be obedient." Faced with his nauseating performance, I dug my nails into my palms, forcing myself to calm down. I knew that any sign of weakness would only invite deeper cruelty. The next morning, I received an Instagram follow request from someone named Jasper Donovan. Seeing the name, memories from college flooded back. Jasper was a friend from my time at NYU. We had been close in the art club. It was obvious to everyone that he had a crush on me, always finding quiet ways to look out for me. Unfortunately, back then, I only had eyes for Reese. Through graduation, Jasper and I lost touch. I soon married Reese, thinking I had found my happy ending, never imagining it was the beginning of my descent into hell. The moment I accepted his request, a video call from Jasper came through. "Chloe, I heard you're not doing well. Are you okay?" His familiar voice was thick with concern. I looked at his face, momentarily speechless, filled with a sharp nostalgia for a simpler time. He noticed the bruise on my cheek that even concealer couldn't hide. A flash of anger and heartache crossed his face and he gritted his teeth, whispering, "Just hold on. Chloe, I'm coming back." Just then, Reese walked out of the bathroom. I quickly hid my phone behind my back. "If I remember correctly today is our wedding anniversary, isn't it?" He smirked, taking a box from the closet and tossing it onto the bed as if throwing scraps to a do. "Gee, the Cartier bracelet you wanted. I bought it for you." Before I could react, he added, "I'm going to be busy with a big project, so I won't have time for why. Ooh, just tell me what you want." He stroked my neck as if soothing a pet, but in the next second, he grabbed my wrist, his grip so GHT it felt like it would break. He made a point of flashing the tattoo on his wrist, the initial C for my name now cleverly altered. D into a W for Wyatt. "There's nothing between me and Brooke. It's a purely professional relationship. She's just my assistant. Don't be so damn jealous." He leaned in, his voice dropping to a threat. "Do I make myself clear?" Chapter 3. His cold words sliced through me, and tears welled in my eyes despite my efforts to stop them. I could only nod obediently, knowing any resistance would only provoke a worse reaction. Just then, his phone rang. Seeing the caller ID, he answered instantly, his tone shifting to one of gentle concern. "Brooke? What's wrong?" Brooke's syrupy voice came through the phone. "Mr. Callahan, I'm not feeling well. I think I'm having an anxiety attack. Can you come over?" "Stay home, I'll be right there." Reese didn't even bother to end the call properly before rushing out. Before he left, he turned and ordered, "Go to Whole Foods and get that specific organic meal. Deliver it to Brooke's apartment in Brooklyn tonight. I don't want her anxiety to spoil her appetite." The thought of divorce had been circling my mind for a long time. That command was the final nail in the coffin. I went to the address he'd sent me and arrived outside Brooke's apartment building. Just as I reached the entrance, I saw them across the street. Reese was kissing Brooke passionately. I ducked into a shadow doorway, raised my phone, and hit record. Brooke ran a finger down Reese's tie and cooed, "Mr. Callahan, I'm always monopolizing your time. I hope Chloe doesn't mind." A flash of disgust crossed Reese's eyes. "Don't mention her name when we're together. It's a complete buzzkill." Brooke giggled. "You're right. After all, this is our work time." They embraced and crossed the street, disappearing into the apartment building. Even though I'd already made my decision, seeing it with my own eyes felt like my heart was being torn to shreds.